Hello Internet, welcome to Macau. This city is known as the Las Vegas of Asia, dazzles with its fusion of Portuguese colonial charm and vibrant Chinese culture. In the next 12 hours today, I'll be showing y'all the most popular food and souvenir streets, marvelous casino architectures, the iconic ruins of St. Paul's, and ending our day with a spectacular overlooking view at the lighthouse. There are a couple of exit and entry ports throughout Zhuhai, but we'll be going from Gong port today. This area probably has the highest visitor flow rate in the whole city, probably averaging about more than 300,000 people in and out of the city every day. More than just travelers, there are many people working in Macau or students from mainland China going to school in Macau. Anyways, we went on a weekday and this was how it looked. And the visitor flow rate could easily reach 1 million during holidays. Right now, we're about to enter the port. And now we'll be taking the elevator to go to the customs floor. It's not too confusing to find your way after entering the port. Basically, we exit mainland Chinese border and entered the Macau border. Okay, and right now we're on the Macau side. This is the connection area where you will find a bunch of currency exchange shops, duty-free stores. I made a huge mistake of not getting the local currency here, which I'll talk about more later, but this would be the most convenient place to get local money before you start your trip. Alright, finally made it out of the customs. So once you walk out of the customs and look to your left, there's a designated area for the casino shuttle buses. It's a great way to get you into the city if you don't know the bus system here, and they are all free. So we boarded the one that will get us to the Galaxy Casino, which was our first stop. Pronounce this name in Portuguese, so I'll refer it in Chinese. So our next stop is Guan YE Street. It's basically a very popular pedestrian street for food and souvenirs, and since it's not that far, we decided to just walk over there. And on our way there, you can see a strong contrast of Portuguese building style and the traditional Chinese. Alright, we have arrived at Guan YE Street now. It's a narrow and bustling pedestrian street in the center of Taipa. This street is lined up with food stands selling different flavors of jerky, almond cakes, Portuguese egg tarts, etc., which are the most popular souvenirs to get in Macau. However, the level of congestion on a weekend morning was quite crazy. Every single store had a huge line, and we thought about getting lunch here, but we immediately changed our plan because the lines were too crazy. Eventually, we decided to just get some pork jerky as our snack for the day and move on to our next spot. We didn't stay here for too long, and soon after we decided to walk over to the Venetian casino because I wanted to see the Grand Canal. It was a really nice short walk over. We walked past this flat escalator with lots of greenery on both sides. And this footbridge had such a great overlooking street view. Alright, we were inside the Venetian shopping mall now, and I have fulfilled my wish to check out the Grand Canal. We actually hopped between different casinos today, but we had no interest in gambling or shopping here. The only purpose was just to appreciate the architectural design in each casino. But if you are interested in shopping, this would be a great place for you to find different fancy brands. And next, we're going to see the Eiffel Tower at the Parisian casino. And conveniently, it's just minutes of walk away from the Venetian. The Parisian casino's interior dazzles with opulent French-inspired design, featuring ornate chandeliers, intricate moldings, and luxurious furnishings, creating an immense experience of Parisian elegance and sophistication. The Parisian casino was really like a maze. It took us forever to find our way out. But that's how casino get you to stay longer, right? We finally found the entrance, or exit, where the Eiffel Tower is located. The Eiffel Tower at the Parisian casino is a 38-story, half-scale replica of the original, adorned with 7,000 LED lights. There are 2 observation decks for panoramic views of Macau, one on the 7th floor, which is free, and the other one on the 37th floor, which costs about $10 per adult. Alright, we've seen enough casinos for today, and we were so ready to get some lunch now. Something stupid I haven't brought up yet was that I didn't get any local currency when I had the chance crossing the customs, because I thought I should be able to find some shops in the city center where I could get better exchange rates. Turn out that I didn't end up finding any exchange shops in the city center. So eventually we just got the cash from an ATM. I brought up the story because we had no cash to ride the bus, so we had to walk a long way. We definitely have burned so much calories today, not by choice. We walked for almost half an hour to come to this place because it's recommended by a bunch of influencers, but it turned out to be very disappointing. Fortunately, Chou Kei, which was right next to it, was so much better. The taste was really good. I really liked my curry pork chop, and the price was fair, and they accepted credit card at no additional cost. After lunch, we walked around the area to look for an ATM. This area was a lot more residential compared to where the casinos were, and we found an ATM before long, and surprisingly, it just charged a small convenience fee. So we got 2 Macau passes after that, which I highly recommend to get because you can use it for most payments like transportation, shopping, and dining. We can finally ride the bus to go to places now. Next, we're going to the lighthouse. Although Macau is generally flat, but some parts of it could be very hilly, like on our way to the lighthouse. This ramp is probably at about a 30-degree incline. Fortunately, a hospitable local told us to take this shortcut to get up to the lighthouse, so it's another 20 minutes short walk up the hill. The Guia Fortress is an old fortress located at the Gaia Hill, the highest hill of Macau Peninsula. There are several interesting things to see within the Gaia Fortress, including the charming lighthouse and a magnificent panoramic view of the city. Historically, this was the first modern lighthouse built along the coast of China. Unfortunately, you can't enter the lighthouse, but you can walk pretty close to it. You can see many iconic landmarks up here, like the Macau Tower, the Hotel Lisboa, and the South China Sea. It's getting late and we'll hit our last spot, Ruins of St. Paul, before going back to Zhuhai. This is probably the most crowded tourism spots of all, and we intentionally came here later today to hopefully run into less crazy traffic. And this street down below the ruins of St. Paul is just like Guan Ye Street, the one we visited this morning. It's a bustling pedestrian street for food and souvenirs. If you want to buy something, I would recommend go down the street further away from the ruins and you will find lower prices. It's getting kinda late at this point, so we didn't get a full dinner here tonight because we want to be back to the customs before it closed. So we got some Macau-style braised beef inners as a snack. We wandered around the area a little bit more as we waited for the bus. The Christmas decor was very pretty. Sasa is a very popular place for skincare and makeup products. At this point, we're moving towards the end of the pedestrian street, and you will find a bunch of administrative buildings around this area. The last time when I was in Macau was close to 10 years ago. It's really nice to visit this multicultural city again and get to see some new places I didn't get to see back then. And I hope this tour guide helps you out for your trip to this amazing city, and I'll see you in the next one.